On a cold winter's day, there's nothing like a hearty meal to warm you up. Paprikash is a super flavorful Hungarian favorite. It's also easy to make and a great meal to have up your sleeve for some winter meal prep. Let's get stuck in. The first step is to prepare the chicken. I'm using a kilo of chicken thighs here, but breast or even drumsticks are a great choice. I'm roughly quartering the thighs first, then tossing them with a bit of garlic powder, pepper, and Vegeta, which is basically powdered vegetable stock. Salt and pepper is just fine if you don't have any of these. After I've tossed the chicken, I like to brown it. You don't have to do this, but it definitely adds flavor to the dish, and it's easy enough to do while you prepare the rest of the ingredients. After the chicken is brown, remove it from the pot and make sure you leave all those brown bits at the bottom of the pan. That's where all the flavor is, and we'll get that later. While the chicken is cooking, we'll prepare the onions, tomatoes, and garlic. Make sure you do keep an eye on the stove though. I got distracted and burnt my chicken a little. Firstly, you want to dice 3 onions and set that aside. Then dice about 350 grams of tomatoes and set those aside as well. You can use canned tomatoes here without a problem. Finally, peel and chop 3 cloves of garlic. Once you've browned all of the chicken, it's time to make the sauce. Add your diced onion to the pan and let it cook off for a few minutes. Then add the tomatoes and garlic. Give that a good stir and let it cook for about 4 minutes or until it has released a fair bit of water. To the vegetables, you'll then want to add the spice that gives this dish its name, 3 heaped tablespoons of paprika. Give that a quick stir, add your chicken back in, and then pour 1 liter of chicken or vegetable stock into the pot. You want to do this relatively quickly because paprika does go bitter if it burns. After you've added the stock, give it a good stir, put the lid on and let it simmer. If you're in a rush, you could just cook this for about 15 minutes, but I like to give it at least half an hour so the chicken becomes very soft. As you approach that 30-minute mark, it's time to prepare the final ingredient, the sour cream. It's important to heat up the sour cream before you add it to the rest of the ingredients. If you add it while it's cold, it can crack, which means it doesn't combine very well and just doesn't look very appetizing at the end. So in a small pot or pan on the stove, add 250 grams of sour cream and turn it onto a low heat. As it's heating up, add 3 tablespoons of flour and whisk that into the cream. This will help thicken the paprikash and give it a great consistency at the end. Once the cream is somewhere between warm and hot and the flour has been well incorporated, add it to the pot that's simmering away. Give this a good stirring or whisking to evenly distribute the sour cream and then turn off the heat. And there you have it, chicken paprikash. This goes great with pasta, mashed potato, or even polenta. Plate it with your choice of side and sprinkle with some parsley for extra clout from your family and friends. Enjoy!